Hi, so this is team All of a Sudden with team members Sonam Singh, Tanvi Surana and Diksha. So we participated in GHC Hackathon from Delhi and we were assigned the task or the project third, which is SmartPin and which we are doing for the Reap Benefit NGO. So let's go and have a quick walkthrough with what we have done in our web application so far. So this is the landing page and I'm currently running this web application on my local host, as you can see from the URL. So this is how my landing page or the home page looks like. On the first screen we have the login section. So let's log in over here. I have already created a user one. I'll take you to the dashboard or the admin panel later on. First let's just log in into this web app and see what features we have next. So I have logged in here and I have three tabs currently in front of me. First one is the bins fill level, which has got everything to do about the fill levels of the bins and displaying their humidity, temperature and the fill levels. Next we have the optimal route, which will come about later, and the third analytics, which again we'll discuss later. So if I talk about the screen right now that is in front of me, so it has some color coding. So what is this color coding all about? Well, the bins that you see in red color right now, these are the ones which have their current fill level more than 70%. The ones that we have in yellow have their fill levels between 50% to 70%. And the ones in green, they have their fill levels between 1 to 50%. So here, even if suppose we have 2 or 3 bins in let's say suppose Lal Bagh, so we have all the information that is currently being displayed here for the current date. So this is everything about the screen. Now suppose I want to check how the humidity and temperature has varied over this Lal Bagh Botanical Garden bin 1. Then I'll simply click on this bin and I'll be taken to this view. So over here we have the current week view in front of us right now, and this shows us how the humidity has varied over this current week in this bin, the Lal Bagh Botanical Garden bin. So now if suppose I don't want to see how the bin levels have varied across this week, and I just want to check this out for say just 2 dates, 28th October and 29th October. You can take any number of dates. It's just that for right now I'm considering these two. So I'll simply go to the date selector and I'll go to the custom view and choose the date selector here. So and I'll select my dates as 27th and 28th October. Okay, I had selected mistakenly November there. I'll switch to 28th October here and I'll change this to 28th October. Oh shit, I again did it as November. So okay, so we have defined here 2 dates for which we want to see how our Lal Bagh bin fill level has varied. I'll click on the submit button and see here I have another graph which shows me how the bin level in the Lal Bagh Botanical Garden bin has varied on 27th and 28th of October. You can select any number of dates that you wish to see over here, but for now I have just selected 2. So this is what we can you can do with all the bins over here, and for every bin there will be similar 2 tabs displayed. You can select the custom view and a week view, which we have given you the options for. Now let's head to the next tab, which is for the optimal route. So in this optimal route, we have all the bins coded as A, B, C, D, E, which have their fills level greater than 70%, and this maps displays the shortest route which the volunteers can take and refill all these bins, which will help them. This shortest route will help them to save their time and increase the efficiency of the NGO. So this is what this particular screen is all about, or the tab is all about. Now let's head over to our last tab, which is the analytics tab. So this tab allows us to compare the fill levels, as you can see from this option here mentioned through radio buttons. So this allows us to compare fill, trend, humidity and temperature of various bins, 1, 2, 3, any number of bins you can select. So let's suppose that here I select, so from here let's select two bins. I'll select one from red and I'll select another one from yellow. Okay, so now suppose I wish to see their comparison for dates. Let's not just take 2 to 3, we will take a good a bigger range this time. So I'll select it from 1st September and let's take it 16. No, let's take it 23rd September. Now let's say that I want to compare these bin with respect to their fill trends. So I'll select the fill trends option from here and then I click on the submit button. So this is the graph which shows how the comparison, gives us a comparison of how the fill levels in these bins have varied over 1st September to 23rd September. And now another option that we are giving you over here is to send this to export this to some email ID. So let's say that I want to export this data in CSV format to my own email ID. So I'll enter my email ID here. And as I said that I will have to I'll wish to have this report in the CSV format. So I'll selected everything over here and then I'll click on export. Now let's head over to my inbox and see if I have received any email. So I'll open my Gmail inbox over here. Okay, so here I have the report. So this is the email ID that we have like used for testing. So this is the email ID from where I have received the email, and here is the report that I had asked for the in CSV format as was requested. So we can see that this feature is also working. So now we have discussed everything about what we were doing here. Now let's go to our admin panel or our dashboard. So I'll head over to my admin panel here. I'll log in with my super user or my admin email ID, and here I have my database and all the tables. So for the bins, we have created two tables. First is the bin records, which stores the latitude and the longitude values of all the bins. So currently we have stored 6 bins over here in our this database. So it's displaying all the latitude and the longitude information of those bins. Now this is the bin updates. Here we have the first relocation ID, which tells us the name of the bin. Next we have the bin ID, which tells us if there are multiple bins installed at the same place. So like here we have the bins from where we have 2 bins installed at Shivaji Garden, bin 1 and bin 2. This data shows us the date for which all this information is stored for. This shows us the fill level. This is the column for humidity, and this is the column for temperature. So this was all about our bins database. Now let's see that how we can add a new user. So in our in the walkthrough that I just took you noticed there was no registration feature. So we decided to not give a registration option over there. So because under such circumstances anybody can register as a volunteer and access the website. So we decided that we'll give this privilege to the admin, who will log into the admin panel and here create a new user. So let's see how we can create a new user over there. So I'll go to add user. I'll create a new user. Let's say user 3. I'll assign it a password. I'll give it as a 1 2 3 4 5. I'll save this information. You can enter the username or these fields over here. I create a test user. I'll enter its email as test user 3 @ let's say gmail.com. I'll create this as active user. So here we have three options. You can either create this as an active user, a staff status. When you assign it a staff, when you assign the user a staff status, it means that user can log into the admin panel, which since I don't want it to happen right now, so I'll not select this option. And so is the super status, which has more permissions than just that, than just the ones that we had talked about, which are that is about logging to the admin panel. So here we have I joined it on this date. This is the last login fields and all that. Now I'll save this save this, and I have my third user created over here. Now I'll go back to my web application. I'll log out from here and I'll go back to the application and try to sign in with the new user that I have just created. So I have created the user 3 and it has its password as 12345. I'll log in and I have all the data here in front of me as we had just saw. Now let's try to see if our website is secure enough and try to log in here with the user 3 which we had just created. Since we had not given him the staff status, so technically he should not be able to log in. So see, we get the error that he will not be able to log in. And now if I log in with my super user, I am able to log in successfully. So this covers all the features that our web application covers. I hope you will like it and shortlist us. So that's all. Thank you.